So is the screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. So in the last previous class we did was about the topo surface, and we created some topo surface, and we saw about the building pad, split surface, merge surface, and sub-region surfaces basically, and we did about the contour markings. And today we were left off with one thing that was left over in the topo surface, that is the site. It's about the graded regions. Okay, we'll see how does the graded region actually works. Okay, so I'm gonna pick same architectural template, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to create some manual topo surface over here. So to create a topo surface, as I told you, that you need to come into the site floor plan, and when you are in the site floor plan, you come into massing and site tool and take topo surface tool. You get two options over here. You place the point manually, or you pick the imported CSV file or the DWG file to create a topo surface. So I'm going to take place point command over here. I'm going to get the elevation point as 0 elevations. I'm going to create 4 points, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to create a couple of more points over here in the middle, like that. These are also at the same 0 elevating height. Then I'll drop it into it's okay, minus the topo surface. So I'm going to take it as minus, let's take a little bit more deeper, 3 meters. Great. Point here, 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 and here. Okay, 4 points created, and yeah, you can hit on finish mode to complete. And if you look into your 3D view, you see that topo surface has been created, a contour has been created. Not a smooth, but a little excavated kind of, basically. Surface, this topo surface, when I selected, basically that you can see the projected area and the surface area of that. Okay, and I want to fill that topo surface and make that level, means ग्राउंड को एकदम लेवल कर देना है बेसिकली. तो इतना लाइक डीप सरफेस है, तो उसको लेवल करना है, एक लेवल करना है. सो एक लेवल अगर करना है टोपो सरफेस का बेसिकली, तो मुझे इसको फिलिंग करना पड़ेगा, टोपो सरफेस को भरना पड़ेगा. ओके, 3 मीटर डेप्थ है, तो 3 मीटर तक मुझे इसको सरफेस को फिल करना पड़ेगा. तो एडिशनल ग्रेडेड रीजन बना के उसको हम लोग सरफेस को फिल कर सकते हैं. सो हाउ डू वी डू दैट? वी हैव टू कम बैक टू द साइट प्लान, and you have this tool over here that is called graded region. Okay, so graded region is used to fill that topo surface with new topo surface basically. So you can even put up more soil or more of the land work, or you can raise it also basically. So level करना है तो level कर सकते हैं, और अगर raise करना है तो raise भी कर सकते हैं. So we're gonna pick the topo surface graded region command. Okay, when you come into massing and site done, graded region. So when I take the graded region tool, I get this dialog box which says edit graded region. And in this we have two options. One is like you need to, do you want to create a new topo surface exactly like the existing one, or do you wish to create a new topo surface based on the perimeter points only? Okay, तो अगर मैं फर्स्ट ऑप्शन लूंगा तो क्या होगा कि एक नया टोपो सरफेस क्रिएट होगा, बट ये टोपो सरफेस भी क्या होगा कि सेम एक्सकवेटेड होगा बेसिकली. मीन्स ये भी डिग आउट होगा बेसिकली. दैट मीन्स 3 meter deep dig होगा basically. So it will not make it level basically. So if I take the second option, again it will create a new topo surface but based on its perimeters points only, means उसके सिर्फ outer point only, so जो इसका deep excavated होगा 3 meters वो नहीं होगा basically. तो मुझे second वाला option pick करना पड़ेगा so that I can level that ground or that earth which is 3 meters in depth. If I take the first one, what will happen, it will create another topo surface and ये भी 3 meter depth में digged होगा basically. So pick the second one, pick it up, and now it's gonna tap on it, so you can see it's created a surface graded region has been created and will be result in the created destroy and facing elements. Okay, finish on it, and now if you look into your view you can see that a blue line is appearing. Okay, and that is leveled basically. So if I temporarily just hide this topo surface which is at the bottom basically. Okay, so for this, so you can see that another topo surface is being created, but this is leveled now that deep excavation work has been filled basically there, and the whole topo surface gets leveled off basically. Okay, now this one appears as blue because that goes in new construction. The new one. Put it under the new construction, both of it. So you can put it both in the new construction phase, or you can select both of it and tell it that the phase created is new construction. Phase demolishing will keep it as null there. So nothing is demolished. Okay, everything is newly built up basically. So now you can see that topo surface के पर एक topo surface बन गया है. अब ये topo surface को हम लोग like edit कर सकते हैं. ओके और इसका जो पॉइंट है हम लोग इसके एंड टू एंड पॉइंट पर रख सकते हैं. ओके सो वी कैन अगेन कम बैक टू दैट साइड पॉइंट एंड वी कैन पुट राइट ओवर हियर जहाँ पे हमारा 3 मीटर्स का डेप्थ ड्रॉ हुआ है वहाँ तक. That becomes as a leveled. Okay, so it's deep, but we have added another surface on the top of it so that it becomes leveled basically there. Okay, so for leveling purpose basically there we use graded regions. What happens if I pick the first option in graded regions? So if I delete this, so now again you can see there's no top surface basically there, so it's not filling that gap hole that is there basically there. So if I take the first option in graded region, create a new topography exactly like the existing one, and if I pick this existing topo surface, a new topo surface has been created. Okay, but you can see it's again like having the same points basically there. So over here what I can do is, like before I click on the finish mode, I can select these points. Okay, and instead of giving -3 meters I can tell him to put it on 0 meter. Okay, I can even delete these points, the outer points, because it already have it. That's it, and then I can hit on the finish mode to complete. So another surface has been created. Select both the surfaces, make sure that the face created as new construction and face demolition is been put as none. Now if you look into it, similar kind. ओनली थिंग इज दैट कि इसको फिनिश करने से पहले मुझे इसके जो पॉइंट्स थे, एलिवेटिंग पॉइंट्स थे, इसको ज़ीरो करना पड़ा था, अदरवाइज इट वुड हैव बी द सेम excavating digging basically. So both way works similar, whichever finds you to fill that gap basically there. Okay, so if I select this surface, it will tell me that what was the projected area and how much surface I have to cover to fill that excavation work basically there. Okay, so that's the excavation surface area, and that's the projected area, which is both is similar kind. Okay, so that's perfectly done. So we got that filled up. You can level your topo surface by using the graded region. Now I can even select this topo surface once again, edit that surface. I can add more points, but I can give, like, instead of giving negative, I can give positive values to thousands, and then I can put it more. It's been filled and it's been raised also. Okay, it's actually digged, but then it's later on filled. Okay, and create another top surface basically. So you can do that as well. So anything that is not leveled, you can level it by adding the graded regions on the top of it basically. So double surface, double topo surface बनाने के लिए graded region tool काम आएगा basically. You cannot create two topo surface on the same thing basically. It won't allow you to do it. So you have to use graded region. So that completes our massing in site toolbars basically there. Okay. Okay. Now what we can do is we can actually start with a project. Okay, we can start importing some project files, the CAD file, and start making a small project basically there. So I'll give you a project file and I'll show you how do we start out with a project from start to end. Okay, so let me show you that first, the project file. So I have a small house project of G+3 actually. So we have this project, and that's the ground floor project file. So we have this entrance view, and you have 4 steps to climb in, and then you have the entry to the living and dining room. Then you have a common toilet. You have straight you go into the bedroom. Then you have the kitchen, and you have the storeroom. You have the master bedroom actually. So there's a toilet over there. Okay, and there is an exit door from the kitchen as well. That's the service entry for the servants to come in directly from the back at service entry door. Okay, this is the paved area, hard paved area. This is the water tank actually below that ground. There you have the sitting regions, so like anything that is there. There's a covered canopy on the top. Okay, there you have pergolas and parking space over here. Parking space. This is the service entry from the back. Okay, it's the lift, a little lift is there. You have a balcony above. Okay, you have a full French window. This is the service ducts. Okay, that's all. You have your compound walls. So that's the ground floor plan. Similarly, on the first floor, first floor plans, when you come up this, you are in the first floor, you have a balcony, small balcony, you have a study room, common toilet, you have master bedroom 2, master bedroom 3, right, and similar kind the base only thing in the kitchen ke wajah yahan pe master bedroom. Okay, you have the flower balconies. Okay, then you can go up again to the next level. So you have the second level. So you are on the second floor plan. So when you come up, you have this open terrace kind of. Over here, you have bedroom number 4, master bedroom 4, and master bedroom 5. Same flower balconies. Okay, one thing is little orientation is changed. Okay, have a service duct open over here. Similar ones here. And you have the last terrace floor plan. So you go up, you come into the terrace floor. Okay, so that's the terrace floor. You have a room over here, a storeroom and toilet at the back. And this is your open terrace, and there is the pillow basically. Okay, so we have, in short, we have total like floor. So we have 4 floors: ground, first, second, and terrace floor. Okay, so we need to start out with this project. You can see already I have separated the files, floor plans, floor plates, all in a different files. And they will be all having the same coordinates. Okay, so if I insert the ground floor and the first floor and the second floor and the terrace floor, they will overlap or stack one of the top of the others. Okay, so you can start taking with a new project. Okay, so if you want to start with a new project, we'll come to File, New, Project. I'm going to take the metric architectural template, project, and OK. अब यहाँ
Hello, is sir audible to everyone else? Hello.
No, I think so lost connection.
Yeah, audible.
Audible, sir. No problem. Audible.
Sir,
Yes, sir. Audible. तो कबाब यही खाए
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Just a minute. Right, so I was explaining about this different floor plans that I have it. So we have different floor plans on different CAD files. Okay, so they are not on the same files. They are all having on different files basically. Okay, so very first thing you should start in Revit is setting your project unit basically. Okay, so to set the project unit, you would come to Manage tab. You have your project unit dialog box, and you need to set all this project unit. So I'll quickly change my project unit. Might change the angle to degree, that's fine, but use the 0 decimal places over there. Area, I'm going to work with square meters, or you wanted to go with square feet, you can go with square feet. Okay. Cost per area, also I'm going with per square feet. Just use digital spacing over here. Distance is in feet, but I'll take it in, let's take it in mm. Or if you want in meters, you can take it in meters. Rotation angle is also fine, but just gonna make sure that I use degrees. Slope, I want it in ratio, I can take it at in ratios. Speed is okay, time is okay, currency is okay. So all that settings you need to do. Once you have set the project unit, the second thing that you should do is your project information. So I'm gonna again come to the manage tab and take project information, and we need to put up all the information of the organization and everything. So I'll put up the information of the organization. If it's an architect, write up the architect. Building name you can give. Okay, author name, you can provide your name. Okay. Issue date, what was the issue date basically? Project status, we are on the design stage, so we'll click design. It's under construction, we can write construction. If it's already constructed, we can write existing. Client name, the address, project name, and the project number for your company. Okay, so in 2021 dash, this is your third project. We can give a serial number with that. Okay. Okay, so that's the second thing that you need to do. You need to provide the project information. The third thing you need to start is to provide the location of the project. So for location, again, you need to come into the manage tab. Location. And that location dialog box will start out. You can provide the address where it's exactly going to be. Pune, India. And in Pune, you can search the destinations. Okay, where it is going to be, what site it's going to be. You can put up exact location of your project. Hard to find an empty space in Pune. We can click on OK, so that location will be set up. Okay. So after you set the location, the third thing that you need to do is provide the true north location. So you need to come into the site plan, and in the site plan you need to make sure that orientation is not project north, but it is stating as true north. And then you can come to manage tab once again. In position, you can take rotate your true north, and you can rotate your north from the direction of east or direction of west. Supposingly from east, I'm gonna, it's at the north is at an angle of supposingly 20 or 25 degrees. You can go at that. So you can see now the north goes to 25 degrees. So only in the site plan we'll be seeing the true north, but if we come into floor plans, we'll see as project north basically. Okay, so that is the thing that you need to start off first basically. So your unit has been set up, your project information has been given, the project location is being set, and the project throw north is set up basically. The next step that you need to do is to provide the levels. Okay, so we need to come into the elevation view, and in the elevation view, we have by default we have two levels, level 1 and level 2. I'll just rename this level 1 as of now. I'll call this as ground level. So this would be called as my ground level. Correspondingly change to that. This can be my first level or the first floor, whatever you want to name it as. Okay, now I want to add one more level. That would be my ground floor and the second floor and the terrace floor. Okay, so I'll add more levels. So I'll come to levels command from the architectural tab. Gonna pick lines over here, provide the offsetting distance that you want for the levels. So suppose if I give like 600 mm for the ground floor from the ground level. So it's level number 3. Then I'm going to create another level that would be of 3.5 meters from the first to the second level, and from the second level to the terrace level, and we'll have the terrace head level as well. So that's the terrace head level. So these many levels are being created now. We can rename this level. This level would be called as ground floor. Okay, now we can see both level names clashes. So we can select that level. You can break that level line. You can make a little bit more down. You can make this level line to add an elbow, put it up a little bit so that they are readable at least. We can call this level as your second level, or second floor. This would be your terrace floor. Your terrace head level. Provide the dimension for each levels so that you can come to know what is the height of each level. This level height is way too low, so for the ground to first I want a little bit more height basically. So rest levels are perfect, so I can like lock the dimensions. So they are all okay, so they are all locked up. Now I'll select the first level, make that as of 3.8 meters. So from ground floor to first floor, it's of 3.8, but then rest would be of 3.5 meter each. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Levels, and they are all should be constrained and locked. You can even select the levels lines and you can pin them as well so that you don't accidentally move them. Okay, so they will be locked to that position. Okay. Now we have the levels, so we need to just insert all of these floor plans to all of these levels basically. So I'll insert the ground floor plan twice. I'll insert it on the ground level also and on ground floor also. The reason is because these compound walls would be drawn on the ground level, but these walls that are there, they will be drawn on the ground floor basically. Okay. And so I'll be inserting this floor plan twice. So coming to that level, I'll come first on the ground level first, take the insert tab, and before I do that, what's the unit that is set up over here? It's in millimeters, so that's okay. So the drawing file is in millimeters. Just gonna confirm it. Yep, looks in millimeters. So I'm gonna come to insert tab, take link add. I can take link add or I can take import CAD as well. Link add means the file would be linked with an AutoCAD file. Means if whatever changes if I make an AutoCAD file, it will be appeared in Revit as well. So I'll take link add and I'm gonna search for that CAD file. So it is on the desktop folder for me. It's in the Revit file over here. It was in the project one. Yeah, I have all separate files I've already created. So I'll pick the ground floor plan, make sure the colors I've taken as preserve, layers is all, auto detect, origin to internal origin, ground level, orient to view, and okay. So wait for a few seconds. Right, so the floor plan gets inserted. Now you can see this is like coming in between of your projects. You can like select, slightly move this away a little bit so that it doesn't distract your project. You can select these elevation points as well, and you can pin them as well so that you don't accidentally move or do anything with it. So it comes to the origin point, that's fine. I'm going to come on the ground floor plan, again insert the same CAD file. Okay. It's going to warn me that okay, it's one of the instance type already there. He'll say yes to that again. On the first floor also. So now if I come on the first floor, I can see the ground floor DWG files, which I don't want it to, so I can like switch it off to none, and it will not display you the below level details or information, but we'll keep it on, it's okay. Take it up to the ground floor. I'm going to take it up to the ground level. You can take it up to the ground level. You can again insert first floor plan. So it comes on the top. So you might get a little confused over here because like you see two files on the top of each other. Okay, so that's the reason I'm keeping the underlay none only, so that you don't get confused. Later on, once we complete the drafting work, we'll switch it back on. Okay, so that we can see the bottom of that level, but in a half tone manner. And then I'll come on the second floor. Again, I'm going to take that link CAD, link the second floor plan. There we go. And finally, for the terrace floor, link the terrace floor plan. So all floor plans are been linked. Okay, now if you look into your 3D view, what you will see that all the files is stacked one of the top of the others basically there. So it's perfectly done. Now I don't want to view so many CAD file in my 3D view right now, so I'm going to come into visibility graphics VG, or you can come into the properties and you scroll up. You have this visibility graphic override rule. You can edit on that. So this dialog box opens, visibility graphics override. Come to imported categories and uncheck the layers or that files that you don't want to view that. So I don't want to view all of this file except for the ground floor plan. Okay, so all that goes away, only that ground level and ground floor plan is visible. Both are instantly same, so both will be visible. Now I can start first with my ground levels. Okay, so I can start with these compound walls actually. So let's start in. So I'll take the wall command. Now, first of all, what's the thickness that they have mentioned for that compound wall? That's 225 mm thick walls they have been mentioned to being added, and over here they are being told with different size 157. Okay, so wall. And right now I'm not worried about the layers of the wall, so I'm going to create a quick plan without any layer details. So I'm going to take 225 masonry walls. Okay, and I can start tracing it. Okay, I can take the pick lines tool also. In that I can take finish face or core face interior, pick it, and I will create that wall. Okay, wall, like that. If you want to do manually, you have to take wall command and you have this arc tool over there. So I'll be taking the point from here, this end, to all the way till here, this end, and I'll just put it over there. Now I took the wrong point basically. That I should have taken the exterior point. Okay, or I should have taken center line, so it won't come in center then. Move that. And start. Curve position. Oops, might miss something. So best is like to take the center line to take it. Pick line is would be easier. I can see like all of these compound walls actually. These are all my compound walls. Make sure they are unconnected, and what will be the unconnected height. You can type it down over here. So suppose if I take it of 3 meters. Okay, so that would be of 3 meter in height. So if you look in your 3D view, you have that compound walls created. You can pick that as well, make that also 3 meters. Oops. If you don't want to wish this levels also in 3D, you can come to visibility graphics, annotate categories, search for levels, uncheck it. Okay, you won't get to see levels. Also, just normal walls visible to you. Quickly draft your floor plans. Once again, make this view to shaded view or constrained colors so that you can come to know that what objects you have covered and what you have not covered. So now I need to create this walls. You can take this walls as brick walls, or we can take the similar masonry walls. Okay, but with a different thickness. So I'm gonna duplicate that type. I'm gonna call this 157 masonry walls. Change its thickness type to 107. Oh, let's change. Next time if I create a wall, I'll make sure that I pick that type of wall, pick lines, and I can draw it. Okay, over here it's like will overlap that wall. So I might have to take the trim extend corners, this with that, this till here like that. Okay, overlaps, this wall gets overlapped, so just drag it out. We'll select these walls as well. You can put it as unconnected height of like at least a little bit more higher, 3.2 meters. Not this project. Slightly little raised. That's where your green planters would be coming in or putting in. Okay. We can come to the site plan of this as well, and we can create the topo surface. So we can come to massing and site. We can take topo surface over here, place the points at 0 elevating heights basically. got a flat topo surface as well, so now if you look in your 3D view, a topo surface appearing. Can create these main walls also. So you can take similar wall, same thickness is there. Just check once again. Yeah, 225. But they will not start from the ground level, they will start from the ground floor. Okay, so come on the ground floor actually. Start picking up these lines. And overlap it. We'll rectify that later on. You can come and modify. Okay, we can switch this to some brick walls. Maybe this is smaller size one, 150 mm brick walls. These walls can be brick wall. Okay, so maybe all partition walls can be of the same ones. You can make this one as the same block walls only. I'm not worried about that, but I'll just make sure that it ends up over here. Okay, or maybe to here. Same over here. Just like that. That can be my main wall. And these can be like partitions. These walls will be like, again, will be connected to up the first floor. We can take this wall also till the first level. So there will be the plinth actually at the bottom. Okay, so the plinth beam will be coming in the bottom. That would be running all the way. And on that, we'll be having this entire floor plans and everything top of it in the order. Left wall can be the core wall basically. So that we can again come from the ground floor or from the ground level actually. So the concrete walls, we can pick it out, what thickness it is, looks similar. 225 only. So take the wall command and you can take it this wall up till the last level. Instead of the concrete walls. Okay. You can change the edit type. I'll duplicate this wall type. I'll call this as of my RCC core wall. Functionality would be core shaft, 2 to 5 mm thickness. Oops. Maybe so we'll change that to core face, exterior or interior, whatever you want. Let's take it interior. There, here. Like, yeah, I'll just trim extend that to be cornered. Yes, and just this wall needs to be adjusted a little. There. Okay, so we got that core wall. Actually, did not go to the terrace level. So select these core walls. They will be all going to the terrace level. Work. I'll come back to my ground floor plan, and I can create the slabs. Okay, so I'm going to add a slab as well, but first I'll complete all of these walls first. Be much easier. Okay. Again, I can take walls and pick the 150 mm wall, brick walls, but I don't have a brick wall that is a 150 mm, so I'm gonna take this wall only, duplicate it in this as 150, and then brick wall. Functionality, I'll take that as interior 150s. I'll extend that wall only. Now I just put that on. So you need to draw the whole wall. Can't add a door without a wall basically. So पहले पूरा वॉल बना लो. अब ये वॉल अगर मैं सिलेक्ट कर रहा हूँ तो देखो पूरा वॉल सिलेक्ट हो रहा है, तो इसको हम लोग क्या करेंगे, स्प्लिट कर देंगे कि टेंटेटिवली थोड़ा जूम करके स्प्लिट करो. Come on. Later on we can just start splitting part basically. To manage snap settings. That's settings. Sometimes because of the snapping is on, it doesn't allow you to work it. So you can come in manage tab, snap settings, और snap off कर दिया, वापस से on कर दो, तो वापस से snap work करना start हो जाएगा. So now you can see we select this as a separate as an individual wall only. That would be much better. Yeah, I forgot that wall also. This wall needs to go all the way to here. Now this join issue is coming, so we need to come modify. We'll take wall joints command and we'll try to check the corrections, which method would be better to suit. No, this would be much better. This partition wall come interior and this go there. I forgot about this wall, so I might have to create it. I need to create another similar wall right over here as well. Okay, so all these walls, these partition walls, you can select and you can make sure that they are all top constrained to first level, which are already there. Now, if you look into your 3D view, you'll find that your partition walls are also ready. The project will represent. So quick foundation of your project gets quickly arranged. Okay, same tools, nothing else I'm using, just showing you the method that what should you do when you start with a project basically. So quickly first trace all the walls. Okay, don't worry about the finishes, we can add the finishes later on. After that, start adding the doors and window. Okay, again, it's not necessary that your door and window should be totally finished door and window. Quickly first place it basically, then one by one start making the family of it, and start editing one by one floor basically. So it would be faster. At least you can show something to your client. Okay, like I've done with my with your ground floor or with your external levels, and maybe he or she wants to make change anything in that level, the orientation or something about it, so you can quickly trace it and done it basically. Okay, so quickly first make the walls, make the slab, then later on start adding the finishes to it, the floor finish, the wall finish, the door finishes, the window finishes, and everything basically. Okay, so quick purpose, I've just quickly added some walls, almost done with my ground floor, not fully but half partially. I'll select that wall, select similar and just draw that wall again. So we have, I'll take this wall, I'll tell it create similar, and I'll just draw that once again. I need to fix this again by taking the similar command, wall joints, fix it, take the next option, this method, same solution, we got it on both the ends, that's perfect. These are we'll have that shutter walls, so we'll not create right now. This is again the same thing, ducts are there, so almost done. I can split this wall also. Same issue, we get that bug, so we get into manage. Snap settings needs to be turned off. Zoom in a little and work. All got disappear because the data segment was on of that. So just like gets selected separately. Even I can split up these walls if you want to get material. Nice. Seamless floor is ready with me. Again, I can come on the ground floor, I can take the slab command, structural slab. Okay, I can like draw the outline. There'll be slab here, going all the way around. overlapped. That's not a problem. You can then take the corner joins. We might need one line, or we can take it somewhere like that. Manage, switch on the snap settings. Fine, finish that off. Cut the slab created for the ground floor. With that, later on we'll do the sunken for that. Use, because we'll cut that slab off and add the sunken actually. Okay. And then we'll do the structural tab as well, where we're gonna do add about the columns and the beams in the project, same project. So first we'll quickly model this file, and then I'll show you how do we add columns and the beams, the structural elementations of the building part basically. Okay. Right, so I'll share you this file. You can download it from your WhatsApp, and I'll also email you, not the Revit file, but the CAD file. Okay, so just do the same thing, just model it. Okay, at least the walls and everything. Okay, then I'll show you what exactly you need to do it and how you need to complete this project. So I'll show you some work which is already done before. Students have already done it. Tools we did, we're gonna apply that tools and settings over here on the same file. It's a little heavy file. Add it to shadows. You shouldn't add the shadow while you're saving it. So never add the shadow while you're saving your document, because it might take a longer time to open next time basically. That is, so always I prefer to save the file on constraint mode without shadows basically, so that if I next time open that file, it opens very quickly basically. That got lag now. Okay, so anyways, I'll set this file to you. Next class will complete all the levels walls at least first. Not worried about the finishes, just normally create it. Don't worry about the door and window also if you have not done. Just add at least the walls, make at least the body ready of your building. Then I'll show you how do we add the railings and the staircase and these curtain walls in that specific part of it only. You can see this wall, this curtain wall is like cut it and been placed basically. Then you have stairs and ramps over here. So for that service ramp is there, or that for the handicapped people we require a ramp to climb in basically. Yeah. So you can provide that as well. Then we'll create a door family, the main door family at least. So it would be having safety doors, okay, and many other things basically. Okay. So that's all from today. So we're almost done with our build tool. So now you just have to apply all this, whatever we have learned in that single project. Then on the same project only, I'll teach you about how do we add, lights, and then camera walkthrough, detailed documentations, like creating interior furnitures, caseworks, and other things basically. Okay, then we'll take off the documentation of the building, like the quantities, like what quantity of bricks are there, what quantity of blocks are there, what is the quantity of cement, mortar, slabs, everything basically. So we could do the detailed quantifications of the similar project. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Most welcome, Sanket. So file would be shared on your WhatsApp. Okay, a few minutes.
Okay.